What's going on, guys? Northeast Style Farmer here with another tremendous video that I'm getting ready to put before your eyes, so that way you can see just what we are doing on the farm today. But before we go any further, I would like to simply ask you guys to hit that subscribe button so that way you don't miss any videos that I upload on this YouTube channel. And two, I'd like to invite you as well to hit that bell icon right next to the subscribe button, so that way you don't miss when I upload a video, whether it be yearly, monthly, every 4 weeks, every 3 weeks, every 2 weeks, every other day. You get the idea. So that way you can get a notification on your mobile device, whether it be your phone, your tablet, whatever, that I've uploaded a video. Even the birds are saying, let's get with the video, so let's just do that. Oh, look at the cute little babies. Ah. So I'm gonna go with the mindset for 2025 and for the rest of eternity that I'm not going to be like other content creators. Yes, it's okay to ask for advice. We don't have any more pins. I guess we don't have any more. Okay, I needed a square one. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. I think I know where they're at. I don't have my headlamp on me. Nope. Linchpins aren't what I needed. Yeah. But anywho, like I was saying, it's okay to ask other content creators for advice on how to do things, but you need to remember too, at the end of the day, that how you run your operation, how you run your farm is solely your choice. Just like if you want to choose to let it look like a dump, then, well, so be it. But we choose to have our farm ran. There they are, right there. That's what I needed. One of these. He went and moved them on us. It's always a good thing too to have things all nice and neat and organized, and so that way you know exactly where everything is when you need it. But like I was saying, it's okay to ask other content creators for advice, just like I do from time to time. I'll ask somebody, I'll say, hey, you know, what is the best way to go about editing a video? What's the best way to go about transitions, the whole 9 yards? And people are good at giving advice that way, just like I'm good at giving other people advice too when they need it, and so on and so forth. So got my clip, can't show you what's going on behind the door, so you'll just have to trust that everything is going to plan. Hey, your buddies are all in there. What are you doing out here? Huh? Come on, Chewy. Come on. Guys think you always gotta chew on stuff. There, chew on that steel-toed boot, why don't you? Got us a list. Pete was here. I think he must have done that. Got us a list. Washed a 4020, John Deere Gator, the farm Gator, 6120, the white Chevy. Put the battery box on the 744. We need to blow around all the beds and all that, make things, get the gravel out of stuff. Need to wash this white Chevy, fill the diesel fuel heaters up because it's a little cool out. And well, it's Dad's shop, and if he wants it you know, set it however hot he wants it. That's his choice. The only thing I do is shut them on and off. Because just like in a little couple hours of here, it's going to be in the 50s, and, well, we better just let things alone, because I bet you Jason has that heater on for the wood stove or for hot water or whatever, and he might cry and moan and complain, but you know what? It is what it is, okay? And we're just not going to mess with things if we can help it. Well, I was having a great Monday until I realized that jug that was sitting over there, I went to go grab it because it was full, and it came spitting out and made a mess all over me. I've lost a little plug there. It's supposed to go in the back of the jug to cut the flow of air off so that it does not come spewing out of the fill nozzle. If you don't want it to, that's what that plug is there for. You open the plug up when you get ready to fill whatever you want to fill. Then you put the plug back in to cut the flow of air off. Well, I'll just take the blame. I might have, well, I know it was getting bad, and these things are cheap. They break. I might have set it down, and I might have kicked it around. I don't remember. All I know is it's not there, and there's no putting a, well, maybe like a pipe plug or something might fit in it. I don't know. But that's minor. That is so minor, it's not even worth worrying about it. Yes, does it stink that, you know, you have pieces, parts missing? Absolutely it does. But it doesn't affect the fact that this thing still can transport diesel fuel back and forth from wherever need be. And before anybody opens their mouth and says, well, you need to take better care of stuff and pay attention, I get it. Yes, we're all human. Yes, we make mistakes. Just like this one here. Okay, this one is the same thing. It is broke. It's supposed to go right there, right where the little tab is. But it don't no more. We'll just have to keep better track of things like that. There's just something about washing stuff. I enjoy washing things like this John Deere Gator, to washing this pickup truck, tractor, piece of construction equipment, whatever it may be. I like washing it, making it look new again. So I just got this truck all spicky span clean. After all, it's God's truck. Car, tractor, gator, four-wheeler. If you're a Christian, that is. If you're, you know, unsaved, this does not apply to you until you get saved, and then your whole life will change. So I was just going through my Facebook here, and this is bogus, okay? Just absolutely bogus. This is clickbait more than it is. They just want you to click on the ad and read it, and the ad producer gets paid, because there's no way that a doctor will warn against a hot shower. That is just irrelevant, false, fake news, you name it. It's fake. Now, let's stop for a minute. Let's back up. What I mean by the Lord's truck, the Lord's car, the Lord's piece of farm equipment, tractor, you name it, is when you, like I said previously, accept Jesus Christ as your Lord and Savior. There are things that change in your life, like your dress, the music you listen to, which I will admit, I struggle with that to this day. I do. I'm not gonna lie. I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't go partying, I don't do things like that. So I'm good there. Where I'm getting at with what I mean by the Lord's vehicle is we pray and ask God for things, and He gives it to us, does He not? Now, whether it may be through a coworker that is getting rid of a vehicle, that asks you on a Friday afternoon, says, you want to come over and look at this vehicle that I'm getting rid of? I know you've been hinting around the idea that you need one, and I think I might have just what you've, what would work for you and your needs. And you go, sure, I would be more than happy to come over and take a look at the vehicle that you have for me. Now, it might not be the right color, it might not be the right, let's just say, for example, the right ride height. It might have, a chip in the window. The bumper might have a little kink in it. But at the end of the day, it gets you from point A to point B. Yes, you can pray and ask God if He would like you to fix those things. If He says wait, then you wait. It's that easy. Just like, we'll go out here for a hot moment. It's just like this Gator, this John Deere 835R Gator. Now, I have been looking at these things well before COVID. We'll say, I actually think I started looking at them around, what was it, 2015 or so, I think. And I was like, Lord, if it be your will that I get a Gator, that I have one, that you bless me with one, then so be it. And it took me a couple of whiles of Gators. Now, the first one that I had, it didn't have no heat or nothing in it. It was just a poly basic cab. And it got me from point A to point B. Yes, were there a few hiccups and things that needed to be addressed? Yeah, but it did the job. I wore my last Gator out, that 835M. This one, we're gonna take it a little bit easier on it. When I go over to the house later today, I will swap machines. I will put this to bed and break the four-wheeler out. Take that loader over to the pit and let it over there, so that way we can make more floor space in here to put other various pieces of farm equipment, whether it be the Chevy or corn head or whatever. Got the loader tractor all cleaned up. 4020's up next. I always like letting stuff set for a little bit so that way I can see just what I have missed. If it need be, go over it a second time. Just like I talked about previously, prayer does work. At the time when we bought the Lime truck, we always just took the cat loader all over the place to follow behind the Lime truck, so that way, like if somebody didn't have a loader out in the field, we had a means of loading the Lime truck. So it wasn't up until then, 2020 I believe, we have been blessed with this John Deere 6120. Now, that 4020 was my father's, and still is. He bought that tractor when he was 15. This John Deere 6120 is a resemblance of when I say prayer works. Were we anticipating a John Deere? Not necessarily. Were we anticipating a 6120E? Not really, but it's what the Lord blessed us with. So I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and we will see you in the next video. And I don't mean that it just, you know, is a good loader tractor for loading hay out, or for loading lime out in the field. It comes in handy for moving around bales, moving pallets that are too heavy for the skid loader to handle, and as a hay tedding tractor, raking tractor. It could bale hay if we needed it to, and it bales straw on occasion. Because of this 3-point hitch here, it is able to run the bale spear. These are your 3-point arms that lift the bale spear up and down. There's a top link that goes on this tractor. We've not put it on yet because it got damaged. We'll not go into that, but it's just like the Chevy truck. Okay, this is what the lime bed used to be on. It now sits on that 4900 International Tandem. These are going to have to be making some changes. What? I don't know, because the 1750 corn planter, ouch, is it just all one tank on it, not 2 or 3 like the little John Deere 6-row we had. This is a 12-row, and it'll do a whole lot more acres within an hour. So with that being said, we're going to leave you guys alone for the rest of the evening. Will not be a bother to you, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your evening. Thanks for watching. Another one all cleaned up. It's time to see if we can get the Chevy started.